All right, so we are going to be playing guitar and also having some discussions about some movies. Seeing how it is. Okay. So we are going to discuss, you guessed it, Halloween Kills. Sorry, Halloween Ends. So the movie sucks. It's absolute trash. I think they tried way too hard to make something not suck, and it ended up sucking really bad. That being said, I'm not going to get into any spoilers. I mean, it has been a decent amount of time, since the game's been out, but I still think it's important to. I'm going to play my acoustic guitar. I still think it's important to kind of discuss some things about the movie. I want to be honest with you. Usually, like in a lot of these movie reviews, there's some good things and bad things I have to say. Everything about that movie was negative. That movie sucked so bad. Sorry, you might recognize that tune. It's "Don't Fear the Reaper." I'm just kidding. But anyway, so what was this movie about? So going into this movie, I was expecting a final showdown between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers, the two main characters of this franchise that, everybody's going to see the movie for, right? You're not going to see fucking Halloween for Jason Voorhees, or you're not going to go see Halloween for fucking Nancy Lewis or Nancy Loomis. You go for Michael and Laurie because it's a movie about Michael and Laurie. Or it's about Michael and Laurie. And that's what, you're expecting to see when you go into these movies. Well, when you go see this movie, right? Well, unfortunately, what ends up happening is it's a movie with Michael Myers in it, but it's not about Michael Myers. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if they thought that would be like a good idea. I don't know where they were going with any of this, but it definitely wasn't good in any sense of the way. it was it was cool. Like it was cool that they have made a franchise. Well, that they were redoing this franchise. I was very excited to see, where it would go. I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. It's Michael Myers. It's Halloween. It's my favorite series. But what ended up happening is it became just straight up trash. Um, Nothing short of a disaster of a film. And I think that I guess maybe they just felt like, people were getting tired of Michael Myers, and they were ready for him to die because there was quite a bit of a controversy um, surrounding it because they were all just like, oh, this is freaking stupid. How did he kill all these people? Like, because in Halloween Kills, the movie's basically about what exactly it says. It is Michael Myers killing things. It's exactly what he does. And I guess people didn't like that. And they thought it was stupid, so they're just like, okay, cool. Fuck it. Let's just make something completely different. Let's do something completely different, and let's make a good. Sorry, I'm looking for my headset. Let's make something completely different, and then just say fuck it. Like they already want to see our movie. Let's do that. And well, I wouldn't necessarily have like a problem with that. It just the tactics and stuff that they try to do that they went along with. They're just like, oh, like this is gonna be fucking great. Like we're gonna make Michael Myers, like he's gonna be there, yeah, but he's gonna be a side character. And that to me is just stupid because it's like, are you going to see a Halloween movie for just some random killer? Like when you go to see Halloween, you expect to see Michael Myers. He's the protagonist in the entire he is the killer. Like he's the one hunting Laurie. That's what people are. Jesus Christ, this game's fucking hard. I mean, I just don't think that people understand what fans want anymore in movies. Um, I think that they're just like, you know what? We're just gonna keep churning out shit, and hopefully they like it. And I think that's the wrong answer. That's not the right way to go about it. Because if you think about it, they're just putting out more and more bullshit. Like it's not good. Um, it's really not. It is. It's trash. It's not the. It's not what we as fans want. Okay, like I love Halloween. I think it's the best movie series. Oh, not movie series. It's my favorite horror franchise, and the fact that they thought that they could do what they did, and for it to be okay, is just kind of insulting to me. I get it. I'm just some random. I'm to them. I'm just a fan. Like it's just, it's whatever. It's just a movie. But to someone who really enjoys the franchise, um, it's a little more than just just that than just a movie franchise. You know, it's something I enjoy very, very much, and it is something I hold near and dear to my heart because it's a movie. Like it's entertaining to me. Like I fucking absolutely adore like Halloween. Like it's fucking amazing. Like it was like the first scary movie that like kind of got me into. I mean, I watched Scream and Halloween and those movies I hold very near and dear to my heart. they are all very, very well done movies, and they've got some moments like Halloween's less funny than Scream because you got like the "Booga You Die" and some of those other inside jokes that my best friend and my brother like all know, and I love it when a movie can do that for you. Like if you can get like inside jokes out of a movie, you know, I feel like it's better in the long run. Like it's better for the audience, it's better for fans. It's a better experience altogether because uh, if you can go like say something like, okay, for instance, "Booga, you die." If I were to say that to my best friend or my brother, they'd repeat it back and they'd know exactly what it's from. I wouldn't even have to tell them that, or like watching Super Bad, like stuff like that. Like if you can watch a movie and quote stuff or remember stuff, like just the most random shit, like "Booga, you die." Like it wasn't intending to be funny. It was it was a line from Stu Macher, but it ended up being funny as fuck to us. And it might be funny to other people, and if it's funny to you, then you're getting something out of the movie. It's not just a movie at that point. It's like, oh, I remember watching this. Like, it brings back memories, and that right there is something that's great, and that's something I love about movies is when you can get something out of it, and you remember, oh shit, I remember this. This was fucking hilarious. This is from role models or something else. Like, I mean, it's just to name a few movies. Like, but it's when you can understand or when you can remember, I'm sorry, things from movies like that, it just adds to the funniness. Like "Chicka Chicka Woo Fake ID" from Superbad, for examples. And I don't have a whole lot of followers, but I'm assuming the ones who end up watching these videos get all these jokes, so it's not just falling flat. But if you're a new subscriber and you're watching this, or some random person that's watching this, these are all just inside jokes. And oh dang, I just killed myself. It's really nice, like to have those and remember these things. I wonder if these guys are gonna revive me, or I'm just gonna go fuck myself. Fucking Destiny, bro. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying because these fucking dumbass motherfuckers. But yeah, like I said, it's stuff like this that really can make or break a film for me. For example, so a movie that I really just did not like was Marvel's Eternals. Just the fact that they want, like, I mean, I get there's people who know about the Eternals because they read the comics or whatever. I never really read any of the Marvel comics. I'm not really a big comic book. Like, I mean, they're cool. I prefer watching it than reading like comics, to be honest with you, because there's so many of them and it gets expensive, and I'm so far behind on that stuff that like I don't have time to get caught up on it, so I don't even bother. But to some people, it's pretty good. But when there's what the fuck, dude? Don't play Destiny. Fuck this game sometimes. Swear to God. Losing my fucking train of thought because this dumbass pussy guardian keeps fucking dying every 5 fucking seconds. Yeah, if you don't have anything to base your shit off of, or people aren't like, really into the source material, don't know a whole lot about it, or it's something brand fucking new, looking at you Halloween ends, don't expect people to just be like, oh yeah, it's cool because it's Halloween. Because that's just gonna get the audience to hate you. Because I hate that movie. I hate it because they introduced a brand new character, and just like Eternals, like they were brand new characters to the MCU. So if you don't know anything about the source material, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Who the fuck are these guys?" So you don't care about them, and they want you to care about them, and the characters just don't fucking matter, and it's just it's a recipe for disaster. It really fucking is, and you can't expect people to just be all like for it because it says something. For example, like Star Wars, like you're supposed to like the newer movies. We're supposed to jump all up on the bandwagon because it's Star Wars, but just because you slap a title on something doesn't mean it's that something. Like it doesn't mean it's Star Wars because while it has the IP and it has some similarities, honestly, episodes 7, 8, 9 don't even feel like Star Wars. It feels like a brand new fucking story. And it's just not like it's not the way to do it. It's not good, it's not entertaining, and it's honestly pitiful, to be honest with you. And that's kind of how I feel on Halloween Ends because it's like they sidelined Michael and brought this new character, and you're supposed to care about said new character, and you don't because he doesn't have enough time to fucking uh, be flushed out. And one of the main what's it called complaints that people have with the prequels is for Anakin, I guess, is his turn to the dark side didn't feel real. It was just kind of like it happened so fast and it happened all on screen. And you're supposed to buy into that. Like, this is the man who turned into Darth Vader. While, younger me, I didn't really notice it. And now that I'm older, like, I notice it. It wasn't that big of an issue. But now that I'm older and I can notice it, it's a big turnoff. They really gotta, if they're gonna make something new or do something, they gotta give the time. Like I feel like they should have made 4 movies. I know they wanted to do a trilogy, but they should have done 4 movies or done like a thing where it really shows Anakin's descent, which makes like Revenge of the Sith more believable. And they end up doing that later on, fleshing him out in the Clone Wars and all that, and it makes it all tie together, and it's very nice. But like they didn't do that with Halloween Kill or Ends. They didn't. They can't because some stuff happens in the movie that makes that impossible. They don't flush this guy out. You see him in the beginning and something happens to him, and then you're supposed to believe that he just snaps and becomes this fucking killer, and he's able to take on Michael Myers, who, might I add, like, if you saw Halloween Kills, like this man took a whole fucking mob by himself and has been shot, stabbed, beaten, and he survived all that. And we're supposed to believe that a brand new kid, Corey, is strong enough to take Michael Myers on. And it's not believable to me. It's not. It's honestly an insult to the character. And they even like did like an kind of insulted Laurie Strode's character too, because in the last movie, she was a mess because she in Halloween 2018 she was a mess because she was waiting for Michael, and he kind of like he messed up his her relationship with her daughter and all that, and there's like wine side effects, and Halloween Ends or Kills, I'm sorry, there's some deaths and stuff that happen in there, or that happened from 2018, because Halloween Kills in 2018 are supposed to take place on the same night. Like they show like the lasting effects of like the deaths of some of these characters, and it's more believable, and it like kind of like adds continuity to it and makes it like, oh, this is great, this is cool, I really like this. But they don't do that a lot. Like they really don't, like, and it's a shame because they could have like that whole movie Halloween Ends could have been its own film with a separate killer, and kind of done like a Halloween 3 season of the witch, and I'd believe Corey like that. They'd have more time to flush him out. But they made him like a main character, but everything happened so fast. It was not well done, and it was honestly just disgusting to watch. Like I hate watching a movie and then I'm sitting here like, oh, when's this gonna end? I don't like feeling like that because I love watching movies. Movies are one of my favorite pastimes, along with video games and Legos and all the things I'm into. Those are my favorite things, and I don't like it when people try and like these directors or creators try and put their own spin on it, and they basically disrespect everything that came before it. Like it's one thing to add things, like Star Wars Episode 7 added new characters, and when I watched Episode 7, I was like, this is cool, like this could be great, but you gotta take that and you gotta actually continue with that. Like you can't just try and take everything back when it backfires, because while it's like episode 7 was cool for what it was, even though it was legitimately a repeat of A New Hope, uh, it definitely was better than fucking Rise of Skywalker, Last Jedi, that's what it was, because that movie basically just took everything that movie said and was just like fuck it, and we already don't care about those characters at this point because they're not really fleshed out. Like again, it's kind of weird because neither was Luke Skywalker, but it was brand new at the time. There wasn't anything before it. Oh my god. And there was like room to mess up like that. Are you fucking kidding me? You guys fucking suck. So is this fucking game. Fucking hate randoms. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, the fucking Rise of Skywalker shit, or Last Jedi, whatever the fuck that dumbass movie is. Um, you can't start something new and not commit to it, because we're already kind of just like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is legitimately a ripoff of, the previous movies. Like, yeah, it can be cool, but let's actually make something out of it. Let's not just, do some bullshit, because they ended up like ruining what that could have been. Like they ruined it completely. It could have been something far greater than what it was. But because they didn't commit to it and they just made some bullshit, and they're just like, oh, you know what? It's Star Wars. You know, you can't do that. They had time to not fuck it up, but in the second movie they chose to completely make a different type of style movie. Like the Last Jedi, it doesn't even feel like Star Wars. Like none of them really do, but it just kind of feels like it's just there. Like, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And they can't. It's kind of hard to, you know, take that back when you fuck up that bad. And then, you know, the Last Jedi or the Rise of Skywalker was coming out, and I wasn't even that hyped, like, until they mentioned fucking what's his face was coming back, Palpatine, and then it was just like, why are you doubling back on something that already happened? Like, what is this? Like, why is this a thing? Like, why are you doubling back? Are you scared because you fucked up so bad on the other one that no one's gonna like it? And like, you can't. I don't know. I just feel like they don't know what they're doing anymore, and they can't take it back. And that's like they don't even want to. It's like they don't even care. They're just like, you know what? Everybody, they'll like it. It's Star Wars. Like, no, motherfucker. If someone cares about something, you know, they're gonna argue. They're gonna have issues with it, you know? Like they're gonna care more and they're gonna like tear it apart more. It's not necessarily good for, you know, the directors because they're the ones receiving the direct hate, but you have to understand that, you know, it's a beloved franchise. It's something someone really likes. Um, and they just like I just don't think that they understand that. Like they don't understand it, nor do they care, and they continue to chum out shit. And you know, for Star Wars, it's to the point now where there isn't really anything I'm excited for. Like, I was kind of excited for Andor, and I started to watch it, and the first episode was just kind of like, what the fuck am I watching? Um, there's another Star Wars thing that came out, like it's made by Dave Filoni, and I started to watch it. It was cool for a little bit, but again, hasn't grabbed my fucking attention. My attention's hard to grab now because, you know, they just continuously chum out fucking bullshit and expect everybody to be all like, yeah, let's watch it. After fucking Halloween Kills, I keep saying Kills, stupid fucking names, by the way. After watching Halloween Ends, I was just like, I don't think I want to watch any new movies because it's just it's dumb. It's really freaking dumb. And I don't like what they're doing. I don't like how they just think that they can just do this. Like they can just ruin these movies, these shows. I don't like how they think that they can just keep doing that and getting away with it. And that's honestly to the point. Like I'm at the point now where I don't even want to do it anymore. Like I don't want to give them my money. I don't care enough to uh, even check in to watch these movies because what's the point? You know, like what's the point if it's just gonna end up being shit? And I hate feeling like that. I hate being pessimistic, but these motherfuckers have left me with no choice. And just I don't want to be a part of this dumb shit. Oh shit, hold on.